Hi everyone, we have completed 100 day. Now it's the 101 day. We will continue our journey from where we left off. We were working on admin dashboard, if you remember. So in there, we found one of the critical uh, point we missed during the API development. That is the data for the graph. So this time, or for today's task, we have two tasks. First, we will make sure the card item should have that data which we receive in the items object, and then we will also create the API or basically modify the API to get the data for the graph. So let's go to Jira and track the task. Are those in the progress or we need to mark it? So first task is in the backend development. Let's see. So it's loading. So we can see in the progress. So by the time we can also look at the code. So if you remember, this is the code we are looking into, and this is the code for dashboard. So here, let's create card. We want card, which itself is a V for key comma value in items, where the key is equals to key. Title is equals to key, and value equals to value. So we have added that. Now let's see what the changes in the dashboard. So we can see the data has been there. Now we have to delete other part. So by the time it opens up, so you can see it, admin dashboard is in progress, and in backend developer it's loading. So graph data. So let's mark it as in progress as well. So these all the other cards we do not require that, and this one is enough, right? So now we got those things. Now we have to change the graph, but for graph we require the data. So today we will just work on the APIs, and tomorrow we will integrate those APIs. So here is the API, and we will modify this. So if you remember this API, count API, we will send the data in the count API itself, so that we don't have to use two API calls for showing the data. So let's, I have just made a function, not made a function, written some small snippet, and it is like this way. So I require these things, so let me import. From date time, import date time comma time delta, and we are not using this, so let's remove this. Now cast and date. Got some error, I guess. If we refresh it, we will send a request and we will see the error if it's there. Error in the response. So we get some database error because of the cast and date. So those are the, I guess, SQL function, comma cast comma date. Again, the changes is there. We will mark this. Let's reload and send that request. The request has been sent. It will take some time. It sends the data, and now you can see it works. Now, similarly, if this works, we can use this for posts by date. Let's move this. Similarly, it has similar function, but just a post instead of users, it will have posts. And similarly, here, and now with this, we will also send a graph data. So let me mark as graph. And this has let's say date, even not date. Let's mark the first thing what we want to send is posts. Users per date. Users by day, comma, posts per day, post by day. So we are checking for these two things. And now if we see what we receive, we have refreshed this. Let's wait for request response. It's an error. What we receive? Error occurred from is format. From ISO format argument must be str. So let's see what this error mean. So this is the method. So let's see this works. So now let's see. I've sent a request. It will send some request. Again, I receive a response in the error. Again, see the response data. From ISO format. So let me check. Print, let's say user by group. What does it stores? If I get something, I will look into it. Basically the cast method. Now it's empty. But there must be some data. So this is the thing you need to look at. Let me print graph. Get the same error. So error is not here. Before that, print posts by day, and here print post review by day. If we do this, we know exact error point. So error is in post by day. Let me see models created at getting error in this function. So that is the error we will resolve. So it's already been a 15 minutes. So I will be back. I will be back tomorrow with this problem solution. So we will resolve that tomorrow. That's all for today. Thank you.